Well, hello everybody. It is Saturday and it is day 2 of my Card a Day in November challenge. We have just come in from outside raking, and I can't tell you how many neighbors and how many times in my mind I said, if I lived in Arizona, I wouldn't be doing this. And then Doug would say, yeah, but they have rattlesnakes. And I said, no, they don't. Okay, then they have Scorpios. And he said, okay, maybe. So then I switched it to, if I lived in a townhome, I wouldn't be doing this. Ugh, we have so many trees. I love that we live in an established neighborhood where the trees are big, but fall, y'all. I love fall. It's my favorite season of the year, but it does involve yard work. Now, I have skated through fall yard work for the last 2 seasons because um, I had my Achilles tendon rupture. And so one season I was recovering in a boot, and the next season one fall I was recovering in the boot, and the next fall I was recovering from repair surgery. So I don't wish any surgeries, but I really wasn't that excited to go out and do leaves today. But anyway, it's done. Doug is outside still working on putting away some of the patio furniture and, those last minute things because snow is coming. It's beautiful out. The sun is shining, and we've got some other exciting things that we're going to do today, but I thought I would quick get my Card a Day challenge fulfilled. So, like yesterday, I have absolutely no idea what I'm making, so bear with me. I have an idea. Um, no, I don't have an idea, but I have some supplies laying in front of me. So, hello, Jane, and hello, Mike. Michael, I remember you from Houston. You are a fabulous presenter. So I'm flattered that you're watching me. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around and show you what I'm possibly thinking for day 2. All right, here we go. Flip it and flip it one more time. All right, so today's challenge, day 2, is traditional Christmas. So I had this scrap. Like yesterday, I'm trying to use up things that I have already opened or cut or are left over from other projects. So I have this scrap, and I thought holly and berries actually feels very traditional to me, as does the other side of this paper, but I'm planning on using the hollies and the berries. And then my addition to the challenge is that I'm going to be using a sketch, and these are from Stampin' Up. So this is the sketch I've chosen. Some ribbon, and I pulled out either my frayed grosgrain ribbon. This is kind of fun because it's got kind of a fuzzy edge to it. You can color this one too, so that's an option. So either that, or I also brought out my red and white baker's twine. So I've got those 2 options for the ribbon in the center. I'm also going to be using 2 die sets. This one is called Wanted to Say. It's in the annual catalog, page 85. It's $39. And what I want to use out of this one, oops, ooh, it's tight in there, is the word Christmas, no, celebrate, the word celebrate, and the outline to the word celebrate. So that's from this set. I'll set the packet aside. And then from the Peaceful Seasons dies, and I did not mark This one, I believe this one, I know this one is in the mini catalog. Oh, they're so tight in here. This one has the word Christmas and the outline of the word Christmas. So I'm going to do Celebrate Christmas. So I know I'm using those two. I'll set those sets aside. Hi, Mimi. Okay. Traditional Christmas. I feel like I need to use red for my background. And I have some in here that are pre-cut. So that solves that issue. I also am going to add white. And I have this piece that's left from yesterday that I scored and then cut off. So let me think if I want, ooh, maybe I want a white card base with the red. Let's see. What do you guys think? A white card base with red and maybe some green, or a red card base? Or do I need to throw a little green in here? I love that everything is within reach. Green, red, and white. White, red, and green. I think I'm going to do white in the background. Okay, so I need a sheet of white. Let's slide these things out of the way and that out of the way. Let's put my sketch in here. Let's raise up the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I've got my trimmer and I'm going to score this in half at 4 1/4 with my scoring blade. I always do the whole sheet because I know I will need another background, and then I'm going to cut it, or another card base, trim it at 5 1/2. Alright, got that. Again, I'm going off of, whoa! I did not set my trimmer all the way onto the shelf, apparently. Okay. I know I'm actually going to add a few more layers here. So I want this piece, according to this sketch, is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. So let's see what I have here. 3, we're going to trim this, oh, 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. That's exactly what it is. Alright, now I need a little bigger piece of green because I'm going to put it behind here. So let's pull out a sheet of green, and that is going to need to be 3, and I'm just going to go 1/8 of an inch bigger than the 3 1/2. So 3 5/8 by 4 5/8. Let's see if I did that right. Yes, I did. And then this piece, I had another scrap of red in here, so let's not cut that whole piece. This one is even smaller. This is how I keep my larger scraps. I just slip them back into the packet. There's another one in there. Oh, that one's pretty small. Alright, my other scraps, in case you're curious, are in a drawer right here that I can reach. These are all my current colors of green scraps. So some are bigger, some are littler. This drawer holds the yellows and oranges, and you get it. There's a drawer with all of the blues and all of the reds. So, alright, so now I have forgotten my measurement. This was 3 5/8. So now we need to go 3 6/8, 4 6/8 by 4 6/8, 4 eighths, 5 eighths, 6 eighths, or 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to stack these up, and I'm going to go ahead and glue these because I'm satisfied with that so far. So let's go ahead and put the garden green right on top of the real red. What's everybody else doing today where you live? Do you have fall? Do you have to go out and deal with leaves like I did? It was a nice crisp day. All of the neighbors are out, so we got to visit with a couple of our neighbors. In hindsight, I kind of wish I had reversed these two background colors so that the green showed up a little more. Do you agree? I think you probably will agree. But anyway, it's done. All right, look at how simple this is going together. Here's my sketch again. So this is going right in the center. Yes, I'm going to do it flat because I'm going to pop up the next element so that the ribbon, I'm going to go a little higher so it's not centered. Okay, there's my card base. Let me get my bone folder that I got from my good friend Mimi, who is watching today, when we were together in Houston. No, when we were together in Phoenix. So, all right, there's my card base. Pretty Christmas traditional, right? All right, now we need this element. We need this centerpiece. So this is where I'm going to bring in these dies that I mentioned when we started. So let me think of the color combination that I want to use here. I think I'm going to use the white ribbon. So should I make the words all, let me pull out a couple chunks of paper here. Should I make the words red and white, or should I make the words red and green with white ribbon? I guess I'll do red and green. All right, and because I was disappointed in my choice of layering for the card front, I think, let's see, leaves everywhere, chilly and crisp. Oh, okay, same in Missouri then, right, Mimi? It's crisp here today too. It was 30 some degrees when we got up. I'm going to have the front color be red because I was disappointed that I didn't use red for my card base layers. You know what I'm saying, right? Now let's find if I have some garden green scraps here. Little too narrow. This is why I save my scraps though, because I can use them for die cutting. I don't have the right size this time. It's alright, we'll make it work. Okay, Christmas, and I bet I can get this one on here too. Ba-dang, ba-ding, ba-dang, bazinga. Alright, okay, now I don't need this. I am going to bring in my mini cut and emboss machine. Let me make some room here. Love my mini machine. It travels nicely. It works so slick for these small jobs. So I am not a washi tape girl. Sometimes I regret that I'm not a washi tape girl, but I don't know. I'm not really much of a risk taker either, but I don't prefer to adhere my pieces down before I die cut them. And I almost always go forward and backward. First of all, it just lands the plate right in front of me, so I don't have to reach back around to get it. Oh my gosh, that didn't cut. Okay, this plate is really warped though. So let's grab, ooh, this is where washi tape would have helped. Let's grab a flatter plate. Oh my goodness, I have them facing the wrong direction. Chris Brower, what in the heck are you thinking? Whoever's watching was probably like, Brower, you've got the dies upside down. Now let's go back to the plate that was warped, because I didn't think there was anything wrong with this plate. Alright, here we go. And I'm risking it by using the same paper. But this is the underneath layer. It's going to be covered. So, never fear. Alright. Forward and backward. It's not necessary. It's just what is convenient for me. Okay, look at that. Like butter. Comes out like butter. And like I said, it's not even going to matter that I had gone through and left an indent, because this is the bottom layer. Okay, I'm going to use my take your pick tool to get out that extra piece. And on we go to the red pieces. Should I put them the right direction this time? I believe I shall. Okay, I wonder if they'll both fit on one strip here. Not quite. Not quite, but I can cut them both at the same time. Alright. Let's see who we've got commenting. Jane, helping my husband split wood, so heading back outside. I move the handle back and forth so my part isn't too strenuous. Might watch the replay later. Oh, good. Yeah. I get it, Jane. Happy wood cutting. And let me know what you think of the card when it's done. Okay, my Christmas word slipped. I can tell you that right now. I am off. This one's fine. This one, I was off, so I have to redo that one. My fault, because I was paying attention to the comments instead of where my die was sitting. Alright. Oh. Here we go. We're going to do that one again. So I've got Celebrate, and you know what I'm seeing here? I cut off a little bit of that one too. Jeepers. Live TV. Live card making. I'm going to make this work though. I'm just going to cut another C. No, it's fine. Nope, it's the bottom. Alright, I'm going to cut another C. Now, I'm glad I'm using this die, because I'm going to talk to you about how they kind of stretch out. And people worry that it's not going to fit on that base piece. And so let me show you how it does. The other thing I could have used was my adhesive sheets, but I didn't. So here we go. We're gonna make some magic here, and I will bring the camera down a little bit just to show you. Okay, so I cut off the bottom of the word celebrate, so I have cut out another one, and I'm going to use that. Okay, this one's all cleaned out. And here's my word Christmas. This is the one that I was saying Celebrate did the same thing too, but when you take it out of the die, it always feels like it is stretching out so far. Also, tip, if you're going to use the dot on the eye, make sure you keep track of it because it's tiny. So see when I pull it out here, it's longer than the original die. When we glue this onto the base, that all falls back into the position that it belongs in, so don't worry about that. If I would have put the adhesive sheets on the back, maybe it wouldn't have stretched out so far. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's my word Christmas with the dot to the eye. Here's my base, and here is Celebrate. So Celebrate, the bottom of the C was cut off, so I cut another C. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in another tool. This is called the Precision, My Sweet Petunia Precision Glue Gun. I got this from my upline. She is an affiliate. Whoa, the beautiful gem just came off the cover. She's an affiliate, and so if you want to know how to order one of these and to give my upline a little bit of credit, let me know that. Hi, Mary. How are you? Okay, so let's start with Celebrate. And I'm going to bring in my silicone glue mat. Okay, actually, let me show you two ways that I sometimes will adhere these fine pieces. So I will typically put some glue on my silicone mat, grab your word Celebrate, which just fell upside down. Oh, for Pete's sake. Live TV, everybody. It's because the C is so fragile. Alright, we're going to hope that this dries clear, but I typically will just drag this through the glue very gently and not make any mess at all. And then I will adhere this on here into, let me get a little closer, into the exact spots where, oh my gosh, I have a mess. I'm starting over. I'm cutting a new Celebrate. That is just going to be too messy for me. Okay, bear with me. I've got another strip. I've got the word Celebrate. I'm going to just go over here off camera where my Stamp Cut Emboss machine is sitting. Mistakes happen. That's why we save our scraps. Alright, now, hopefully I picked the right word. I did. That would be my luck to cut another Christmas. Alright, watch out for that glue. I did talk to Doug last night about oiling my chair. My gosh, this thing squeaks. And it just started squeaking. Okay, we're not going to need that second C that I cut out. Alright, sorry, I'm off camera a little bit. Alright, here's my silicone glue mat with some glue on it. And I'm going to gently put my word into the glue. Just getting a little bit of glue. You know, this is not heavy. It's not a substantial piece of paper, and so just tiny bits of glue is really all it needs. All right, now this is already sticky, but this is where you can see, let me go a little closer, how I'm going to kind of maneuver the letters into where they belong. I know the L goes there, the tall part of the B, the T kind of fell into place even without me helping it along. But don't be afraid to squish these back together to their original shape. Oh gosh. Okay, I gotta grab my chamois and clean off my fingers because they got sticky while I had my disaster there. All right. Okay. I think my hands are better, and let's just flip this over and give it a good all right, that glue will dry clear. So we have Celebrate, and we're going to do, I'll use my precision glue gun for this one just to show you. Ooh, I bet I won't. I think that needs to be refilled. All right, so never mind. Let's go ahead and do the same method here. Try to hit a couple different spots so that I'm not in the same glue path. If you don't have a Take Your Pick tool, that's the tool that I'm using to do this with, you need one, because I use this for everything. All right, let's get the word Christmas on here. I'm going to start, I guess I'm going to start in the middle because that's where my fingers are holding it right now. And again, I'm going to kind of manipulate these because when you pull it out of the die, these are so thin that it appears to stretch out. It's not really stretched. It's just, it does that to freak you out, because at my Cozy Craft retreat, I had many people comment that their words didn't fit into the base until I showed them how to manipulate it. Okay, now I'm going to take just the tip of this because it looks like there's no glue under here. So, there, this one is much better. Now, I'm going to put the dot of the eye on here, but I may use something else. Yesterday I showed you how to use the tip of the tacky end of your Take Your Pick tool, and so there I am doing that again. I have to look at the die to see which way this actually goes. It goes this way. It's not a circle. There. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. This I'm getting out of the way because it could be a disaster. Now when this dries on here, it's just going to rub right off because this is silicone. So this is another handy tool to have if you're gluing small things, which we tend to do quite often. All right, I don't need, let's pull this back up. Oh, I hear the leaf blower going again. I thought Doug was done. All right, let's get rid of these because I don't need any of these little pieces. And let's bring this back in. Okay, let me remind you, we're doing this sketch. It's just an idea. It's just a guide. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Hi, Keith. Did you catch any fish today? All right, so these are going in the middle. Now these fonts don't match perfectly, but it's okay. I kind of like it. Now, let me think. I think I actually need to put white behind it. What do you guys think? I think I need to put white behind it, and I kind of wish that I had put my card this way. Let's see. All right, well, first of all, the white ribbon is what I'm using for the ribbon suggestion. Hi, Mindy. Mindy, I'm supposed to ask you how you know Glenda Hoffland. Does that name ring a bell with you? She told me to ask you how she knows you, how you know her. All right, let's play with this just a little bit here. Oh yeah, there's the leaf blower. There's my husband. Oh, he's doing the gutters. All right. Celebrate Christmas. Ah, my fingers are not working today. Celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm going to stick with the sketch. And I'm going to pull in some tear and tape because I think it's a really easy way to be able to play a little bit with your ribbon. Okay, so celebrate is going to go right there. So that's where I'm going to put my tear tape because it will be hidden behind this part of the word celebrate. All right, so we're going to take off the waxy layer and we're just going to kind of play a little bit with this. I don't want it to look too perfect, but sometimes that's hard not to have it look too perfect when you're done. Now this tear and tape is pretty forgiving, and so if I don't like the ribbon on there like that, I'll be able to take it off. I think that my ribbon needs to be a little bit bigger. Alright, I'm going to try something else. I really like that white on there, but she was a patient. Oh, okay, well she is doing my kit to go right now. And so, alright, I've rewound my thinking. I am now putting the baker's twine on that same spot of tear tape, and I'm just going to fuss with it a little bit here and see if I like that better. What do you guys think? Did you like the white or the baker's twine? Hi Barb, thanks for watching. What do you guys think? Oh, it's hard to see from way down there, isn't it? Is that something? Or did you like it better with the white? I'm going to go back to the white for a second. Maybe I just had too much white. I don't want it to look like a Cancer ribbon. Twine. Mary likes the twine. Okay, there's the white. Mindy likes the twine. Okay, we're going with the twine. We're going with the twine. Mindy likes the twine. All right. Maybe not quite as much. I'm going to cut off. Oh, this is not my ribbon scissor. No wonder it's not cutting my twine the way I wanted it to. So what I did there, let me do that in slow motion. I'm grabbing the twine and holding it with my thumb, and I'm just wrapping it around my hand. And then when I'm done, I twist it into a figure 8. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I place it on my sticky part, and then I separate it out. This can be another one of those tasks that people at class think they can't do. And I actually used to have a love-hate relationship with this kind of embellishment. But I've gotten over it when I learned this strategy of putting the tape right on your paper. So, celebrate. Okay, and now I'm gonna, like yesterday, I'm gonna cover up that part of sticky with a piece that I'm not going to take the wax off of. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my mini dimensionals, and we're going to pop this up. Celebrate Christmas. I saw a meme yesterday from all of our Christmas lovers who are putting up their Christmas trees today because Halloween is over. I am not that ahead of the ball game, but sometimes now, because this is pretty narrow here on the letter C, I'm just going to trim a really thin piece. You can use all these edges of your dimensional sheets. Don't just use the octagon shapes. I'll put my Christmas tree up whenever I feel like putting my Christmas tree up, but not the day after Halloween. My Christmas tree is actually in our spare bedroom, all decorated, covered with a big plastic bag, and we just need to bring it out into the living room. But before I do that, I like to do a good cleaning, and I like to, obviously, I'm enjoying my fall decorations right now. So, all right, I'm going to remove all the backing from my dimensionals, and then we're going to play around with where I'm placing this on the card front. And then I just have one more thing to add, and we'll be done with today's card 2 for the November card challenge. All right. They could even overlap each other a little bit. Okay, we're going to go celebrate all the way over here. So now I've hidden the waxy part. And I'm going to go Christmas all the way over here. And I am actually going to overlap them just a little. I want this on the, within the square though. Celebrate Christmas. And the other thing I could do is I could trim these so that they're just, I'm going to cut these. Ooh, this is risky. I'm going to, I don't know if I liked that move. All right, I'm going to cut that one off. Oh, nope, I'm going to leave them. But I'm going to have 2 tails there. There. And I'm going to trim off this one. I don't like how that one is a tail. There. Okay, so I have all loops at the top, and I have 2 tails at the bottom. It's pretty traditionally Christmas, isn't it? Red and green and white, and holly. All right, now let's bring in the fun. Okay, so I've got these, and I'm going to put the tiniest one for the dot on my eye. I had put the red on there, knowing that I might change that out. So there's the dot to my eye. And then my signature seems to be, I didn't really know this, but somebody pointed it out, to put 3 in a row somewhere on my card. I know that that's not the trend right now. The trend is to just randomly put them, but I kind of like them all 3 in a row. Okay, the other thing that I could do here is I could bring in my Wink of Stella. If you don't have Wink of Stella, this is another one of those must-haves, and I'm just going to put a little bit of sparkle on my letters. This also sometimes helps hide any extra glue that may have squeezed out, and like I said, just gives it a little sparkle. Do you have Wink of Stella? Let me know in the comments if you have it, and if you've also ever tried any of the other colors of Wink of Stella. I actually have a what do you call this? A pen, a Wink of Stella pen that was empty, and I knew that you could reuse it with color. So I added a little green green ink refiller, just a drop or 2, and I shook it up, and now I have a green Wink of Stella. I made sure I labeled it so that I didn't pick the wrong color. But look, see the shimmer? Just a little shimmer on there. All right, what do you guys think? Hi, Tammy. Hey, Kent Brunk. What do you think? Traditional Christmas card? In hindsight, maybe I would use white behind the letters, but I still like it. So here's the sketch. Pretty much followed it today, didn't I? All right, so thank you all for joining me. If there's anything that you see in this card that you would like to order from me, let me know. I have some things waiting to be ordered, so I have an order started. Let me know if there's anything you need. Wink of Stella, the Take Your Pick tool, the oh so popular peppermint adhesives. If you need glue or a scissor or anything, if you're interested in any of the dyes that I used, let me know. Mimi says she has 4 colors of Wink of Stella. Did you color them yourself, Mimi? Let me know. All right. Any other questions? I'll hang on here for just a little bit and wait to see if anybody has any questions or comments. Thanks, Mimi. Kind of a nice, simple card. Not a lot of supplies needed. Just using up some unused DSP, unused Designer Series paper, and some dies, and there you have it. Alright, everybody, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, friends.